Hello, my dear students, friends, colleagues, and my well-wishers. Hearty welcome to our S Square Maths YouTube channel. Hope you are all doing well. And this is a very great day for us because our video is 50th video. Our S Square Maths YouTube channel is 50th video. I hope so you are eagerly waiting for that. So far we completed total 49 videos. I hope that you have been learned many things from that. Non-routine things and concepts, problems from various competitive examinations as well as this regular syllabus. Now we are going to start our 50th video, which is completely different to boost up various concepts for various levels of students right from the 6th to intermediate standard. This video is meant for. So let us start now. So this is nothing but our mathematical clock. You know very well the clock. Okay, right from 1 to 12 digits you have. So for each and every number there is a concept associated with this. So that we are going to discuss now. So you hope that we can start our concepts now. So now the first stands for 2020 whole power 0. So the first one. So consider 2020 whole power 0. If you observe carefully, this is nothing but it is related to our exponents, the laws of exponents which you studied in 6th, 7th and up to the 8th standard. So this is in the form of we have some a power 0 is equal to 1 under the conditions where a is not equal to 0. So therefore I can write here in the place of a I have 2020 which is not equal to 0. Okay, so something power 0 is 1, the base a should not be equal to 0. So 2020 anyhow not equal to 0. Therefore I can write the value of 2020 whole power 0 is nothing but, here it is 1. So for 2020 whole power 0 we got 1. So as you know very well, the clock here, the position will be 1. Next, going for second one. What is our second one here? Log 64 to the base 8. So this is nothing but the concept which is associated with logarithms. Okay, in the regular standards, in the TS, AP and the NCERT, you are having in the 10th standard logarithms in IIT foundation for 8th, 9th and intermediate, which is not only you have in your regular syllabus. Along with mathematics, you can also have in your physics and chemistry for various concepts which plays crucial role here. Okay, so now we have to determine the value of log 64 to the base 8. Okay, so now I can write it as log 64 is nothing but 8 square to the base 8 because 8 square is our 64. Now this I can write it as, so log 8 square to the base 8, I can write it as 2 into log 8 to the base 8. How? By applying the power law of logarithms, since log x power m to the base n is equal to m log x to the base n. With that I can write it is. So now 2 into this is nothing but 1. Again by the property of logarithm, log a to the base a is always 1. Logarithmic of the number with respect to the same number is always 1. So with that I can write log a to the base 8 is 1. As usually 2 into 1 gives you 2. So therefore I can write now log 64 to the base 8 is nothing but 2 here. So by applying various concepts of logarithms, we gone through the value of log 64 to the base 8, nothing but 2. So its position is 2 as you know very well. Next, coming through third one. What is our third one? Minus 3 into, here it is minus 1. So minus 3 and minus 1, as you studied in 6th and 7th standard, they are nothing but integers, strictly negative integers, and between them the operation is nothing but here the multiplication. So minus 3 into minus 1, nothing but minus into minus gives you plus, 3 into 1 gives you 3. So minus into minus plus, and here 3 into 1, nothing but finally it is 3. So hence I can write it as therefore minus 3 into minus 1, nothing but gives you 3. So the position of the value here, minus 3 into minus 1 gives you plus 3. So far we gone through our first position, 2020 whole power 0 is nothing but 1. The position is 1. And log 64 to the base 8, its position is 2. The next, minus 3 into minus 1, its value is 3 here. So out of 12 different concepts in the mathematical clock, we completed 1, the next 2, the next 3. So in this way here we gone through the laws of exponents in 7th 8th standard, here it is in 9th 10th standard identity concepts, and here it is 6th and 7th concepts, nothing but integers here. So like this we completed 3 concepts up to so far. Yes, now we'll go through the next part, the data of 5 to 13 6. So nothing but determinant of a matrix, nothing but square matrix. This is the concept, matrices, the concept of matrices you are going to learn in intermediate. So for the given matrix we have to determine its determinant. Okay, so the fourth one follows. Now given it is nothing but 5 to 13 6. For this we have to evaluate the determinant. So if A is equal to A, B, C, D, then det A is denoted by 2 vertical lines, okay, and it is given by A into D minus B into C. So now I can write it as for this 5 into 6 minus 2 into 13. 5 into 6, 30 minus 26 gives you 4. So therefore the value of data of 5 to 13 6 gives you 4. So the position of the number here, it is nothing but 4 for the determinant of a square matrix. It has 2 rows and 2 columns. Next, coming to fifth one. What is our fifth one here? Square root of 4 square plus 3 square. So squares and square roots you have been learned in 8th standard for regular boards and IIT track and various Olympiads. So 4 square, under root of 4 square plus 3 square. So its value is nothing but under root of 4 square, 4 into 4 gives you 16, plus here it is 3 square is nothing but 9, which gives you here it is square root of 25. So as you know very well that square root of 25 is 5. Therefore I can write now square root of 4 square plus 3 square gives you 5. So to get the 5 we applied here squares and square roots concept. Next, to get the value of 6, here it is nothing but 3 factorial. 3 afterwards you have the exclamatory mark, which you know very well in the English vocabulary. So here in the mathematical context, this is 3 factorial or factorial 3 we can call it as, which we'll use in your permutations and combinations and binomial theorem. So to get the 3 factorial here, so we have to multiply in this way. So 3 into 2 into 1 n factorial is nothing but n into n minus 1 into so on like that. So 3 into 2 into 1 gives you 6. So therefore I can say that the value of 3 factorial is 6. So now the 4th, 5th, 6th, let us go through it once again now. So this is nothing but data of 5 to 13, 6. The row wise we have to read the elements 5 to 13, 6. 2 rows and 2 columns matrices for this determinant. So this is a formula for the given square matrix. So AD minus BC, which gives you here 4. Next, square root of 4 square plus 3 square, nothing but 5. Next, 3 factorial, here it is nothing but 6. So this is nothing but your intermediate concepts, matrices. This is here squares and square roots in 8th standard and 3 factorial for various competitive examinations and intermediate permutations and combinations. Next, binomial theorem, the factorial concept. So in this way we gone through the 4, 5 and the 6, the portion of the elements 4, 5, 6. So far we completed totally 6 concepts. Now the 7th concept. Here the 7th concept is nothing but cosec square 30 degrees plus tan square 60 degrees. Its value had to determine. So it's very important, as you know very well, trigonometry, which plays crucial role in the 10th standard for various boards, NCERT as well as your intermediate in all fields of mathematics and sciences. Very important applications. So to get the value of 7, we will proceed now. So cosec square 30 degrees plus tan square 60 degrees. As you know that cosec 30 degrees is nothing but 2, because sine and cosec are reciprocal to each other. Sine 30 degrees is 1 by 2. Since they are reciprocal, cosec 30 will be 2 by 1, nothing but 2. So here it is 2 square plus, we know that tan 60 is nothing but here it is root 3. So since we have, it is root 3 whole square. So I can write it as now 4, this is plus 3. 4 plus 3 gives you 7. Therefore, I can write it as cosec square 30 degrees plus tan square 60 degrees is equal to 7. So 7 we have been completed. Next 8, modulus of minus 8. So the two vertical lines shows that modulus of a real number. It is also known as absolute value of a real number. So whatever we are going to consider under the modulus sign, whether it is positive, negative or 0, we have to consider only the positive one. So minus 8 is an integer, strictly it is a negative integer. So modulus of minus 8 gives you plus 8. Here it is. If it is plus 8 also, modulus of 8 gives you plus 8. If suppose that modulus of 0 is always 0 because 0 is neither positive nor negative. So hence modulus of minus 8 is nothing but plus 8. Okay, according to the definition of modulus of a real number. So therefore I can write now modulus of minus 8 or absolute value of minus 8 is plus 8. Now to get the value of 9. So 9 here nothing but we have limit x square minus 36 by x minus 6 and x value tends from 3. So this is the 9th concept is nothing but it is limit of a function. In the calculus part, in the intermediate standard and various in your physical science and engineering sector will use the concept of calculus. Okay, so limit extends to 3 of x square minus 36 by x minus 6. The value of this limit of function we have to evaluate. So I can write it as now this limit extends to 3. This is in the form of, I can shift to x square minus 6 square by x minus 6, nothing but a square minus b square by a minus b. So here a square minus b square gives you, so limit x tends to 6, x tends to 3, x minus 6 into x plus 6 by x minus 6. Since the operation is multiplication, I can cancel. The leftover part is, so limit x tends to 3, x plus 6. Nothing but, you have to substitute x is equal to 3, 3 plus 6 is equal to 9. So far we completed 9 concepts. So 10th, 11th, 12th we are going to discuss. The 10th one nothing but, here it is 5C2. So 5C2 you are going to learn in combinations, the topic which is in your intermediate standard, and it is also very well known in binomial theorem which plays crucial role. So binomial theorem and combinations which you are going to learn in your IIT standards and plus 2 level. Okay, so we know that NCR is equal to n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial. This is a formula connected to your NCR. So 5n is equal to 5 and r is equal to 2. I can write it as, so therefore 5C2 is nothing but 5 factorial by 5 minus 2 factorial into here it is 2 factorial. As just now we learned, 5 factorial is nothing but 5 into 4 into, let us stop up to 3 factorial, no need to multiply 3 into 2 again into 1 by, here it is 3 factorial and here it is 2 into 1. Why I done like that? Nothing but here 3 factorial and 3 factorial will get cancelled. This is the easiest process since the operation is multiplication, and 2 1s and 2 2s. Finally leftover is 5 into 2 is equal to nothing but 10. If you are going to multiply, just 2 steps will be increased. So this is the shortest method to determine the value of 5C2. So next, after 5C2 we are going to discuss about the 11th one, least 2-digit prime number. So our question is least 2-digit prime number, prime or prime number. So let us go through our prime numbers, some primes. So what in by prime number? The numbers which are having exactly 2 factors, they are 1 and itself. So some of the numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, so on. But what is our question? Least 2-digit prime number. So here least 2-digit prime number, 2, 3, 5, 7 are nothing but they are prime numbers, but they are 1 digit. So the 2-digit prime numbers are 11, 13, 17, 19, so on. In that the least is nothing but 11. So therefore our least 2-digit prime is nothing but is 11. Finally we are meant for the last. This is nothing but cube root of 1728. Please viewers and students, it is not 3 into root of 1728, it is cube root of or third root of 1728. Okay, so you know very well that 12 cube is nothing but 12 into 12 into 12 gives you 1728. So now I can replace this one as cube root of 1728 is nothing but 12 cube. I can write it as now, here it is 12, because nth root of x power n is equal to x always. Therefore cube root of 1728 is nothing but 12. Now in this we gone through the value of 5C2, it is 10. For the Position of the 10, 5C2 nothing but 10. For the position of 11, the least 2-digit prime number is nothing but 11. Next, cube root of 1728 is nothing but it is 12. The position of the clock here, it is nothing but 12. So, like this, 12 different concepts using the mathematical clocks right from the 6th standard to the plus 2 standard we have been discussed. So, this is our 50th video. In this way, we can boost up the concepts are loaded in the mathematical clocks for various concepts. So, each and every concept has its important or crucial role for various competitive examinations and your regular syllabus. I hope so. You are going to motivate your children, the students, in this way. The first concept, the second concept, so and so, so that they can be motivated with the mathematics concepts and they can learn many things in this way. So, dear students, well-wishers, friends and colleagues, I hope so you got different concepts with the mathematical clock, and this is my 50th video. Hope so in the coming days you are going to follow the various videos of my S Square Maths YouTube channel. And please, viewers, friends and well-wishers, those who did not subscribe my channel, subscribe it and like the concepts, share. Finally, you can comment also in our comment box. So in this way, we can go through our various concepts with the help of mathematical clock. Thank you.